1961, New York, a pool hall, midnight. Paul Newman stands at the table, cue in hand, eyes on the ball, nobody around. Hall is closed. Only the lamp above the table is lit. Newman takes aim, strikes. Ball goes in the pocket. Newman smiles. 6 months ago, he couldn't even touch a pool ball. Now he's Fast Eddie Felson. Now he's the hustler. Now he's legend. This story is about how far an actor can go to become a character, and how that character changed him forever. I need to tell it. 1959, producer Robert Rossen calls Paul Newman. Paul, I want to send you a script. About what? Pool. About a hustler, a street con artist, a man who plays for money. Newman is interested. Who's the character? Fast Eddie Felson. Young, talented, arrogant, wants to be the best, but destroys himself. Newman reads the script and feels something. Recognition. Eddie Felson resembles Paul Newman. Ambitious, talented, but his own enemy. Newman picks up the phone. Robert, I want this role. But there's a problem. Newman doesn't know how to play pool at all. Never played serious pool in his life. And Fast Eddie Felson is one of the best pool players in the world. If it looks fake, the film collapses. Rossen suggests a solution. We'll use a double. Close-up hands, wide shot double. Newman refuses. No, I'll play. Really play. Paul, that's impossible. Reaching professional level takes years. I have 6 months. Rossen looks skeptical. You'll become professional in 6 months? Newman smiles. No, but I'll look professional. Newman finds Willie Mosconi. Mosconi, legend of the pool world, 15-time world champion. Newman knocks on his door. Mr. Mosconi, teach me pool. Mosconi is skeptical. You're an actor. You don't want to learn pool. You want to look like pool. What's the difference? Mosconi thinks. Looking is easy. Being is hard. Which do you want? Newman answers. Being. Mosconi smiles. Then let's begin. Training starts every day, 8 hours, sometimes 10. Newman at the pool table. Mosconi beside him. First week, basic grip. You hold the cue like this. No, not like that. Again. Newman does the same motion 1,000 times. His hands hurt. His back hurts. But he continues. Second week, aiming. You must see where the ball will go. Before you hit, visualize it. Newman closes his eyes, imagines, opens, strikes, misses. Again, misses. Again, misses. Again. This goes on for weeks. Third month, Newman is improving, but not enough. Mosconi stops one day. Paul, technically you're getting better, but something's missing. What? Soul. Eddie Felson's soul. You're playing pool. Eddie lives it. Newman doesn't understand. What do you mean? Mosconi leans on the table. I've been playing for 50 years. Pool is my life. Every ball, every shot, every game is part of me. You're acting. How can I change that? Mosconi thinks. You must love pool. Really love it. Technique isn't enough. You need passion. Newman goes home. That night he doesn't sleep. He thinks, how do you create passion? Newman makes a decision. He won't just train anymore. He'll live it. He goes to real pool halls, midnight, sketchy neighborhoods, dangerous people, hides his identity, wears a hat, uses a different name, and plays. For real money, against real people, real risk. First night he loses, $200. Second night he loses, $150. Third night, wins, $50. But the money doesn't matter. What matters is the feeling, the thrill of winning, the pain of losing, the adrenaline of risk. Newman understands. This is it. This is what Eddie Felson feels. Fourth month. Newman is changing. Mosconi notices. What happened to you? Newman smiles. Played on the streets. For real money? Yes. Mosconi shakes his head. You're crazy, but now you understand. Understand what? Pool isn't just balls. Pool is war. Every game is a battle, and you're playing like a warrior now. Newman approaches the table, takes the cue, takes aim, strikes. Ball goes in the pocket. Mosconi applauds. That's it. That's Eddie Felson. Fifth month. Newman isn't just good anymore. He's very good. Mosconi confesses one day. Paul, some of your shots are better than mine. You're joking. I'm not. I've been world champion 15 times. You've passed me on some angles in 5 months. Newman is surprised. How is that possible? Mosconi thinks. Because you didn't just learn, you became obsessed. And obsession is stronger than talent. Filming begins. Set, a real pool hall in New York. Opposite him, Jackie Gleason as Minnesota Fats, a real pool master. First scene, Eddie and Fats face to face. Rawson calls, action, and Newman plays, really plays. No close-ups, no doubles, no tricks. Newman hits every ball himself. Gleason is shocked. This kid really plays, he says on set. Crew applauds, and Rawson realizes this film will be special. The Hustler comes out in 1961. Critics go wild. Newman doesn't play Eddie Felson, he becomes Eddie Felson. The pool scenes are mesmerizing. Every shot is real. This is the pinnacle of method acting. The film is nominated for 9 Oscars. Newman is nominated for Best Actor and loses. Maximilian Schell wins for Judgment at Nuremberg. Newman has lost again, but he's won something. Fast Eddie Felson, forever. The film changes Newman. Pool is now part of his life. He puts a pool table in his house, plays every night. Joanne complains, Paul, come to bed. 1 minute, one last game. That 1 minute turns into hours. Newman is addicted, not to pool, to perfection. He'll do the same thing for every role, the same obsession for every character. The Hustler taught him this. 25 years pass. 1986. Martin Scorsese calls Newman. Paul, I want to make a sequel. To what? The Hustler, Return to Eddie Felson. Newman pauses. Eddie Felson? After 25 years? Yes, Eddie is old now, quit pool. But a young player calls him back. Who's the young player? Tom Cruise. Newman thinks. Returning to Eddie. At 61 years old, is it possible? The Color of Money filming. Newman on set. Cue in hand, 25 years later, and he notices something. His hands still remember. The shots are still there. 25 years have passed, but Eddie Felson hasn't gone. Scorsese watches in admiration. Paul, you can still play. Newman smiles. Mosconi taught well. From 6 months of training? 6 months of training, 25 years of practice, and a lifetime of obsession. 1987, Oscar night, nomination for The Color of Money, Newman's 7th nomination, lost 6 times. And tonight, Best Actor, Paul Newman. The audience rises to their feet. Newman walks to the stage, Oscar in hand. And in his speech, he says something. This award should have come 25 years ago for The Hustler, but better late than never. Applause, and Newman smiles. Fast Eddie Felson has finally won, 25 years later, but won. Willie Mosconi died in 1993, 77 years old. Before he died, he gave an interview. Who was your best student? Mosconi thought. Paul Newman. Why? Because he had no talent, but he had will, and will beats everything. You made him professional in 6 months. Mosconi shook his head. I taught, but he learned. That's the difference. Some people are taught. Paul Newman taught himself. I was just there. The Hustler is one of the best films in cinema history. Fast Eddie Felson is one of the most iconic characters in cinema history. And Paul Newman? Paul Newman is the actor who changed everything. For 6 months, he played pool 8 hours every day, lost real money in street halls, and created a character we're still talking about 60 years later. Why? Because it wasn't fake. It was real. Every shot was real. Every look was real. Every moment was real. And the audience felt it. They felt it then. They feel it now. They'll feel it forever. Fast Eddie Felson. Paul Newman. Same person. Forever.